Hi there everybody, it's Amanda here from Calmer Thoughts with my Calmer Thought of the Day for Friday. So in the last few days I've been talking about getting outside, getting more exercise, meeting up with a friend if you possibly can, making the most of getting out and doing something for your mental health. Now there's a lot of science about why being outside is so good for us. Basically, we are not designed to be cooped up indoors all day. We spend a lot of time staring at four walls, staring at our computer, on our phones, on our devices, watching TV, on PlayStations, Xboxes. We're not designed to do that. We have evolved from primitive times of being out in nature. So being indoors is actually quite alien to us as a species. So we need to be outside. And when you're outside more, it helps reduce stress, it reduces anger, it reduces anxiety, helps you relax. And it helps keep you more active because you're outside all the time. So getting out in daylight also helps with sleep. Now we all have a circadian rhythm. It's our 24-hour clock that is continually turning and going round. And when we go outside in daylight first thing in the morning, it almost kickstarts that circadian clock and releases serotonin, which wakes us up and gets us going for the day. And it also, as the clock is ticking round and round for 24 hours, then at 8 o'clock in the evening, about that sort of time, it produces melatonin, which is our sleep hormone, makes us tired, makes us ready to want to go to bed. So getting out first thing in the morning, getting that sunlight is really, really important for that. It can also help with seasonal, seasonal affective disorder, SAD. So we know getting out and getting daylight, especially in these months when the nights are drawing in and it's darker and colder, getting out in the morning, getting some sunlight is vital if you suffer from SAD, from SAD. So just get out as much as you possibly can in the daylight, in nature, because it really does help with your mental health. But there are some of us that can't get out into nature as readily and easily as others. I'm really lucky. I live in the countryside. I live in the Surrey Hills and it's stunning here. And the countryside is just on my doorstep. But there are so many of us who live in cities and towns where getting out into nature, getting out into open spaces is a lot harder. But did you know that just listening to nature can help reduce your stress levels? So listening to music that has nature sounds within it. So going onto Spotify and YouTube, downloading and listening to sounds of nature, the sea, the wind, birds singing, all of things like that can help reduce your stress levels. So you don't have to be outside, just hearing it will be enough. Also, noticing patterns in nature. When you look at patterns in nature, we are hardwired to respond positively when we see patterns in nature. And these patterns are called fracutals. So these are naturally occurring patterns that reoccur through nature. So think about the bark on a tree, the leaves, the patterns on the leaves, ferns, petals on a flower. They are all fractals. They're all patterns in nature. The patterns on a butterfly wing, on a shell. What else? When we magnify down into a snowflake, the patterns on that, those are all fractals. And it has been proven that looking at patterns in nature can help reduce stress levels by more quickly, by 60%. More quickly to reduce your stress levels than if you did nothing. So even if you can't get outside, listening to sounds of nature, looking at patterns, another one, even if you can't get out and see a butterfly wing or something like that, broccoli, cauliflower, look at those. Go into your fridge, get your broccoli out and see the patterns that are in that broccoli or that cauliflower. Those are fractals. Just looking at things like that calms our mind. We are programmed to look at things like that. We are, from our primitive days as cavemen, being around nature all the time, we are programmed to see things like that and calm our stress levels down. So that's my tip for today. Get into nature or listen to sounds of nature or get some cauliflower out of your fridge and have a look at that. Tell me what you think. Again, comment down below if you've got any comments to make, anything else you'd like me to talk about. Please share with other people so that this can benefit others who may be suffering in lockdown. I've got tips coming every day all the way through these 4 weeks of lockdown, so stay tuned every day at 12 o'clock. So until tomorrow, see you then. Bye-bye.